It's Monday, and that means we have another episode of Monster Monday in store for you. This year, we are celebrating 5 years of helping these heroes live their best life. 5 years of doing epic. 5 years of making sure they have everything they need. Because of you, this is all possible. We thank you for not only tuning in, but we thank you for doing epic and being part of the Monster family. Because of you, all things are possible. I'm Riot, and alongside me is the world famous Misty, and we welcome you to Monster Monday.
Hey everybody, welcome to Monster Monday. How you doing, Misty?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing awesome. I see a little chunk of Dylan there.
I know,
more than
I was
a
just
hand.
telling me
More
he's
than
in
a
the
hand.
queue.
I'm like, yeah, I see a shoulder or something. So it's good to see Dylan there, and I just kicked myself off somehow.
That's okay.
I don't even know what happened. I'm still there, but there we go. I hit
There
the
you
wrong
are.
button. But that is awesome. It's here in my office again. Oh, I don't have the background. I was too lazy to put down my screen, so I have my virtual background up. So I think that's kind of funny. But a lot going on, so we'll kind of get to it. I had a crazy weekend. It was really nice because this was the first weekend that I was home since April.
Wow.
So it was nice to be home, and we just chilled and grilled, and I
Nice.
got some running around done. But Saturday I didn't get a lot. I got a lot of stuff done, but it was like just crap you do around the house and stuff. The normal things that I should have been doing in May, I was doing around the pool and things like that. So, but it was nice. Now we grilled out, had a good time. It was just nice hanging out with a wife for the whole weekend and not having, big monster plans or anything. And we could just kind of chill. We watched a movie out on the porch and had a good time. But I did manage to get my bike into the shop for my 100,000 mile service. So I'm over 100,000, but we're doing the 100,000 mile service. We're trying to film it so we can put it into one of those time lapse videos, a little promotion for the dealership and myself. So that's going to be good. And I got down there and I got a fight with a warranty company again. When I was on my ride and my bike broke down, the belt and the pulley needed to be replaced, and the warranty turned it down. I'm like, how in the hell is the warranty turning it down? And so I don't know. So that was down at Stars and Stripes. So happy they got it done. And I was so mad that I get done with my ride and get in there and find out I have a bill for it. I was like, warranty can't deny it when they already paid it once. Like, this is the second time I broke a belt and a pulley. And this is the second time. Like, it doesn't say anything in their warranty about you can't put too many miles on your bike. I just get so sick of these warranty places. It's like, my God, like, they have a 2-year warranty. It's not 2 years. Like, sorry, I have 105,000 miles on my bike, or 101, whatever I'm at. But sorry about that. But it's a 2-year warranty. So just fix my shit and don't make me fight you over it, And
That's dumb.
yeah. And they were saying stupid shit like, you've had your bike serviced at all these different dealerships and you've had all this work done on it. I don't care. Like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, okay, a bunch of shit went wrong with it on the 100,000 miles. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you have a warranty and you can honor it now. So wish me luck on that. So I got to go fight with Harley again.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, but that was my weekend. Then went to church yesterday, and then this morning I had it's vacation Bible school at church for the week. And so I wore my Talking to Jesus tour shirt to church today, and I was guiding. My title is actually shepherd. I'm the shepherd of the red group, and I bring them from point A to point B, and then I make sure they have some fun while they're in there. So it's all I can do to be appropriate. I remember that I'm in church and with kids, so it's a full-time job for me to not horse around like I want to. So it's just kind of fun, and I catch a couple people like, give me the eyes a little bit like, did he just say that? So but it's fun. I think it's fun. There's like 55 kids up there, so
Oh,
I think it's pretty awesome. And I am one of two guys is all, and I am the only one in the entire group with any tattoos. So the kids are kind of like eyeballing me. And I told them if they behaved at the end of the week, I'd let them throw eggs at me. I'd put a helmet on. They could rifle eggs. One girl said she has a chicken farm.
nice.
Has eggs. I said, I'll bring him in, man. I'll put a helmet on. You guys can throw it. And one kid goes, I play baseball. And I said, I bet you won't even hit me. It'll be the girls that hit me. So stay tuned. Maybe Friday we'll have some video from
That'd
church
be
of
awesome.
kids rifling eggs and tomatoes at me to end the week. But we'll see. But that's what I had going on for the weekend. There was a lot going on with the Monsters. What'd you do all weekend?
Had two car shows Saturday, actually. First one went with Dylan. He took the Panhead. I took my truck. Had a nice day. We met up with Craig and Renee. He had Wild Ass out there, and it was so hot. Man, it was hot. And then, so we were out all day, and then we went to one in the evening. That was nice. My dad met up with us, and Dylan's parents came out. It was just kind of fun, hang out. And
It's
then,
fun. And when you say hot, like what was the temperature?
okay, so people in Texas are going to,
I want to see because I want to see like maybe Richard Simmons
was
is
it,
on here
90?
and
It
maybe
was well, at one point it was 96, but the heat index was, it's humid as crap here. I think what they say 103 or something like that was the heat index, or 106.
that's pretty hot, man. You got that. There's so many lakes in Minnesota. When it gets hot, it's super humid. I hated that.
Yeah, but at one, like right now it's 89 here, and our AC can't really hardly keep up.
There's a bunch of people in Minnesota that don't even have air conditioning.
Oh
You know,
no,
they
like
don't even have.
I work
Like,
for
I
a
was
heating
shocked.
company, and you have no. Oh yeah, it's so bad right now. The people they lose their mind when they. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like crazy. Some people don't even have air conditioning. So
and lots don't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Yesterday we went for a motorcycle ride, and I just had Dylan drive me around to taverns all day, so that was kind of fun.
Yeah, it is
It was
nice.
hot, so
I heard Dylan's bike took second place at the bike show. What happened? Dylan couldn't pull out a victory with his Panhead.
no, it was mainly black baggers that won at that one. So
Yeah,
they
that's
didn't
just wrong.
They didn't like panheads, I guess.
Yeah,
So.
I don't know that's just wrong.
That's
so.
Minnesota people for you. They just.
I didn't invite my family to vote for me.
I did hear about that too. So
Did you?
just so you know, like
There
Craig,
was a little.
Sorry, I broke character.
yeah, Craig from
Craig-
Wild Ass, his bike is
he
the one
got
that won the
everybody-
bike show.
Yeah, I don't think he knows how car shows work, but that's okay. So
Hey, well, he must know he won, and he was
Well, yeah.
he just had to campaign a little bit.
he campaigned a lot. So yeah, but that's good.
Yep, but he's
Yeah.
got the trophy and bragging rights, so that's
He
all good.
does. Yeah,
But that's
he
good.
does.
And then some monsters were over in Washington heading to
They were.
Canada for the Monsters Over Mountains. And I don't know if D Wood's still working right now. He's never
I don't
on
think he's
about
on
now.
here,
Yeah,
no.
he's always not. But Frankie might be on. I don't know. He could throw
Oh,
some
he's
comments
on.
in. Oh,
Yeah.
D Woods is?
Yep.
Oh, all right, perfect. We should have actually brought him on so they could talk about the show. Hey, Denver, the ride looked awesome. The Monsters Over Mountains. If you've never been out to the Pacific Northwest, it is an incredible place to ride motorcycle. So the ride they put on, you know, they see a lot of country in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome. And I talked to Denver right before it started, and you know, I'm bummed because I just can never make it out there. I can never get there. It's from my house. If I hustle, you know, a hustle ride to get out there is 3 days, you know, and there's so many people in the same boat as me. You ride out 3 days, you hang out for 3 days, you ride back for 3 days, and you know, it's 9 days, you're gone. So it's super, super tough to do. And next year we got some plans for it to changes. It's going to be kind of accommodating for everybody, even the East Coast people. So we're gonna still have the Monsters Over Mountains, but it's going to be they're changing it up a little bit. I like that too. They're always up in the game a little bit with the Monsters Over Mountains. So I was so out of it leading up to it. I didn't have didn't really promote it that good and even really talk about it because I was so shot out. And that last Monday, just getting home and sick, I like spaced off half of the things I want to talk about on the show. So sorry about that. That was my bad. But anyhow, they had a great job, great ride, and great pictures. Check it out. Monster Miles group has a bunch of their videos, and our Monsters and Heroes has some of the videos and some pictures as well. So you could just get an idea what incredible country that
beautiful.
is. Yeah, that British Columbia, Washington, that whole area, like they're just in mountains nonstop. You come out of one mountain range and you're just down for a little bit and you're into the next one. And when I did my ride out there this spring, I was just like, man, I could ride around here for a month. It was just incredible rides. So that was pretty good stuff. But thanks to everybody who took part in that, people that donated and people that rode in it to keep that so epic is pretty cool. So, and when we get next year's stuff dialed in, Denver will be releasing that and we'll be good to go. So pretty awesome. But it's just this year is one of those years where it's got one thing after another. Like we roll out of Monsters Over Mountains and it's right into bike nights. Like I feel like my hair's on fire and I'm just running around my office trying to get shit to work right and miss some things. And we're gonna reevaluate how Riot makes decisions next year and do that a little different. But anyhow, we're getting through this year. But the bike nights start tonight, and I'm just going to run through the list. I think it's kind of cool how we got it. Walter's got a bike night at an ice cream parlor right out here in Jersey. Happens to be, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes from my house, tops. That's Wednesday night. So right after I told my doctor today at a physical that I was going to eat better and start exercising, I'm going to bike night at ice cream place. So I think that is like a health food in some.
It's dairy.
Yeah, some cultures. I think that's pretty considered like. But every time I go by, I think, man, I just want to stop and have dinner there. I don't know if it's really a dinner place, but we're going there anyhow. And then Robert down Tennessee's having his at the Smoky Mountain Harley. Gregory is having his in Florida at it says an outdoor entertainment venue. So I'm not sure if that means his backyard or if there is actually a place, the outdoor entertainment venue, but whichever way it is. And then Brian Ridgway has his bike night is not this week. His bike night, I wanted to put it out there for people. We're going to promote this a little more as it gets closer. His is on July 30th. So it's not the week of bike nights, but we made an exception because he's having it at the Harley Davidson Museum in Milwaukee. So I'm hoping that we can get a big monster turnout up there. Anybody, because that's right before the Hokahay. So I'm going to there and then down to the Hokahay starting line. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be awesome. So keep that in mind. If you're headed to the Hokahay starting line, that the 30th at the museum at Harley Davidson, and it's a really cool setup. When I was on my ride, Brian met me out there. That museum, when they have their bike nights, is set up spectacular. That's where they let me bring the bike up on the sidewalk and take pictures, and it was really, really cool. So hats off to Brian for making that happen. Iron Man down in Texas is having his at Dallas Harley. Brad is having his, Columbus is having his at Timbertown Harley. Wild Ass Craig is in Minnesota. He's having his at Be Merry. Don Cronin is having his at Behind Bars, which I think is a total cool name. Taco is having his in Mississippi at the Village Cycle Center. And that's in Starkville, my home away from home. So I think that's pretty cool that Mile Monsters is getting some love there. Laura is having hers at Bumpus Harley. I think that's in Memphis, if I remember right. Austin is having his at the Baker Brothers Bar. Richard Simmons having his at Small Mountain Tacos, the home of the Taco Run. Marky Mark is having his at the Hartford Harley. So I thank you guys for hosting this. It puts out so much awareness to what we're doing. We're able to raise some money from it. All things are awesome from it. Next year, we hope to have more. But if we can get, you multiply the 12, 15 bike nights by how many people see that banner and see about Mile Monsters, it just multiplies. Next year, somebody from these bike nights is going to be doing something to raise money for Mile Monsters. Somebody's going to be getting involved because these people took the time to have a bike night and promote what we got going on. So thank you all for hosting that. And remember that one of you is going to be on the stage to win a bike. So that's pretty good odds because there's 13 or so people. And I'm just trying to get which category it is. Category 5, the Monster Bike Night host. So they're just organizing it, and we're going to put the names on the wheel, and it's going to be awesome to do that. So that's category 5, and we'll be getting that pretty soon. We had to delay it a little bit because of Brian doing his on the 30th, but and I think Marky Mark had his on a different day as well, but we're not very fussy on that. Is this bike night week is more of a guideline than a hard fast rule. So there's that. It's kind of like the story of my life. I don't have a lot of these are like ironclad rules. Everything is kind of a guideline, so to speak. I think that just goes a lot better. So that's pretty awesome. But you guys going to Craig's bike night
Yes.
on Wednesday? That's awesome. If anybody out there in Minnesota hits that, and he was looking for a Hoka rider that he wants to showcase. So I don't know if George is on here today. I don't have the comments because I have my notes on. So if George is on here, I know he's a Hoka rider from Minnesota. And if anybody else is anywhere near Craig for bike night on Wednesday, Jug, if you want some free promotion, you can take a ride over to St. Cloud and go to the Be Merry, and he could put you up and promote you and your ride and your fundraising and all that stuff. But I know George is there. Mandy has plans, so she couldn't get there. So it's going to be awesome because they're promoting a lot of things at these bike nights other than just a bike night. You know, the Hoka is right around the corner. You know, it is so close now. What are we at? It's the 13th. We got 3 weeks. 3 weeks from yesterday, and it kicks off. And right now, I believe we had 54 riders this morning, and I'm really happy to break this because I just found out. So we have gained the all-time champ as a rider for the Hoka. And by all-time champs, I mean the only person in the history of the Hoka that's crossed the finish line on a bike older than anybody around, and that's Hyde. So Hyde is got his life squared away, work and everything, that he could do the Hoka. He just signed up today, and he just sent me a message that he's going to join the Monsters. So I think that's pretty awesome because, and I didn't even ask him. I don't think he's riding his Panhead again. I think that's he got it done, and I think he's going to be on the bagger. But if he's on the bagger, you know, we might make him struggle a bit, like maybe have him like maybe a day he has to like push it, you know, to something so he feels like he's on a Panhead again. Like, you know, maybe a half hour every day he has to push his bagger down the road a little bit. So that's going to be fun. But congratulations to Hyde, and I'm really excited about the 55 riders now that we have.
Wow, that's incredible.
Riding it. I mean, it's going to be just awesome. And like I say, the starting line, people are going to be showing up the end of July. I'm going to the party at Harley, and then I'm going down. So it'll be the next morning or maybe that night. It's not that far away from Milwaukee. So I'll be there right around then. And we're going to start our show, the Epic Time, from on that Friday. So we're going to start at Friday at noon, and we're going to showcase riders, the prep, the all things getting ready for it. So we're going to do the show. It's going to start on Friday. We'll have a couple shows Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday morning we'll do a special show when they kick off because they're leaving at 6 a.m. So it's really going to be something to see. And so keep that in mind. If you're up and you want to watch a show on August 2nd, that'll be at 6 a.m. Central Time. And that's when they kick off. That's when they leave. We'll probably start the show at 5. We'll just go live with StreamYard and do that. And then every day we're going to do that. And I got some help with that. So it's really going to be cool because I have Snapshot helping, Honor, and of course, you two. So this is going to be great. So we got news, and she laughs because this is me breaking it to Misty that
First I heard, that's fine.
yeah, exactly. I wanted to see what your reactions were like. I was waiting to see this from Dylan. Be like, no, but I'm going to be doing this show all the days. It's a long time, and we're going to see how it goes.
Yeah.
And it's just a fun way to let family
That's awesome.
stay in on it. I have a unique perspective of the Hokehe, having done it 4 times. So it's going to be, I'm going to focus on the monster riders, but I'm going to talk about all things Hokehe, man. If I see whoever's out in front, we'll talk about that, and we'll talk about, whatever else. But yeah, there will be a little rally time, but this is going to happen when I'm out in Sturgis. So if anybody's in Sturgis and wants to join in, I will be at the booth with Wild Ass. We have our own Mile Monster booths going to be set up at Sturgis, and every day at noon and 7 Central Time. So Sturgis time, that would be 11 and 6 because it's mountain time out there. So 11 and 6, we'll be doing the show right from the booth. I'm going to have a little studio, so to speak, set up, and I think it's going to be great. So people want to join in, they can join in. We'll get them mic'd up, and we'll have a good time. And we're just going to roll with it and see what it is. But this is the first time I've ever done anything like this. But 55 people is just amazing, and we're going to showcase it. And I think it's going to be great. And I think Rally and Misty will be the entertainment we're missing the world all the time. So, and it's rally time. So this is no judgment zone. A lot of people start drinking at 10 in the morning at the rally. So if it's the 11 a.m. show and Misty's already a little banged up, like that's normal out there. Okay. This is the rally of Harley riders. So when we hear
what
rally,
happens out there stays out there.
yeah, my younger days, I had a 3-day bender in Sturgis where I was just drunk for 3 straight days. There was no real it was hard to tell between morning and night and day and whatever. So that happens. But I'm really excited about it. I'm excited about the show. I'm excited about having a booth at the rally. We're, like I say, we're teaming up with our friends over at Wild Ass again. They have a booth. Craig worked it out that we could get a 10-foot section next to them, and it's really going to be super cool. And it's a lot of running around and a lot of work, but it's really going to be, I mean, if anybody has been to Sturgis and you see the amount of people that go through Black Hills Harley is absolutely incredible. So to think all those people are going to see a Mile Monster tent and all of our stuff and Babe the Blue Bike that we're giving away, and the publicity we're going to see, I can't even, to get that is incredible. So I thank Black Hills Harley and the GM out there, who's a friend of Mile Monsters, and Craig and all the people at Wild Ass who went out of their way to secure this is really awesome. And I really appreciate it. And if anybody wants to volunteer some time to work our booth, hit me up and let me know. It's going to be open almost the entirety of Sturgis until kind of the end on like the 13th, because I have to get to the finish line of the Hokehe. So I think I'll be leaving on the 13th. So if anybody wants to volunteer a few hours, half a day, a full day, the whole time, I don't care what you do. If anybody wants to come just visit with people and hand out some bracelets, and I got some fun bracelets made we're going to hand out, and some flyers and that kind of thing. And we're just talking, then we're going to do a show. So there'll be a show to do, and I think it's going to be pretty fun. And Jug's mom is going to be a star of the show a couple days.
Nice.
I haven't asked her yet, but I know she's going to be out there. She's going to be out there working, and she's awesome. So she's got Sturgis history. She's good looking, and she's funny. Like, what else could you ask for at the rally than somebody that covers all the bases, and we'll have a great time. Yeah. So, and she's got a great personality. I thought my dog was coming in here, but I was wrong. So anyhow, that's the main things I got. The street cred and M77. What day then? 194?
194, yeah.
194. That's just incredible. 194 days, the amount of miles. And I misspoke too. Whatever I said the last time, it was Dooley that ran the when I was talking about how many miles they ran on the
Yeah.
4th of July. I said it was Iron Man, but it was the other crazy Dooley. So
They're
I
both
missed,
crazy.
yeah, they're both crazy. So neither one surprised me, but I had mixed up when I wrote it down. But Dooley's the one that ran 17.76 miles on the 4th of July. So uh, I can't even relate to that. I went to get my physical today, and I was telling my doctor about, these guys are doing this, and she's like, yeah, there's exercising, and then there's just extreme.
Yeah.
And she goes, that's just extreme. I'm trying to get my feet good enough that I can exercise a little bit, so, and these guys are out there doing 17.76 miles, 9 miles, 7 miles, whatever. That's great. Now there's my buddy Daryl right there, who is going to Sturgis with me. He just might not be 100% confirmed yet that he knows it, but he's going for sure. And he's going. And so maybe when he's out there, he'll get the urge to go run 7 or 8 miles and hammer that out. And I'll wait at the campground, of course, for him to make sure he's okay. I would go with him, but
Right.
if we both tipped over, that would just be dangerous. So
That'd
I
be
think
too bad.
it'd be just better if I waited and make sure he's okay. I would join him, but in being a good friend, I think it's best that I chill out and
Have
wait.
water waiting for him.
Yeah, have water waiting. And Daryl's good. He doesn't drink a ton, so he'll drink a little bit, but he's not a big drinker, so he should be able to run that. Yeah, I think he'll be fine. That's awesome. And Dooley, I did get the checks you sent. Just got them to the bank. I was so far behind, man. I had a stack of checks. I haven't got back to everybody yet. That all came when I was gone for 40 days. It's taken me a hot minute to get through the mail. I still have a stack of tolls that I have to pay from around the country, and I haven't got to those yet. And it's like this stuff.
Better.
Yeah, I have them. They're literally a pile of them from all the states I didn't have an easy pass or to get
Oops.
through, and then I have an easy pass on one bike, but I forgot to put it on a different bike. So when I switched bikes, I was like getting tickets. So, well, anyhow, so that's that. So what kind of news you got on the kids? Have they been active? It must be something going on with them.
There's a little bit going on. Yeah. So Alfie and his family spent a few days with his cousins and he got to play with them. And of course, this time he got no split head. So that was a little less,
That's boring. Come on, Alfie. We're counting on you. We're counting on you for some serious news here. Stitches, staples, kicked out of school. There's no school.
no school. But
Alfie could probably get kicked out of next year. Just Alfie'd run into a teacher and he's already suspended for the new year before it even starts. That would be a great story right there.
Right. But they did have a little excitement. Instead of Alfie being in the hospital, Mom ended up in the hospital. She gave him kind of a scare. She had a heart issue and they took care of everything. She's okay now, just so everybody knows, but maybe send her a few well wishes and prayers because she had to get put on some meds and stuff. But
yeah,
if
she have AFib? What was up with her?
She did not. You got to pry stuff out of her. So
yeah, exactly. And nobody ever likes to talk about anything, about themselves health wise.
Fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Fine.
Nobody wants that because nobody wants to ever admit they're getting old or anything happens.
Wow.
Like I go to the doctor and she goes, well, is there anything wrong with you? I was like, well, no, not really. I'm telling her and she goes, yeah, those are legit things. I'm like, oh, well, I don't really talk about it, and whatever. And I totally lost my train of thought too, because I was at the doctor today and for my yearly physical, and evidently now they check your body parts with your blood test instead of with the tester. And so I was like in such a good mood after that. I totally lost my train of thought of what I was going to ask her about. So I was like, oh, so now it's just blood work. You can take blood and I'm all good. So and I joked around and I told her, I said, the only reason I have an Asian doctor is because you have little tiny fingers. I wasn't going to get a big Polish dude. So now I guess I can just get whatever doctor whatever doctor I want to get. So it's not as bad growing old as it once was. So, but anyhow, nobody wants to talk about, they have health problems. So it's like, oh, it'll be fine. So
till it's not.
Yeah, exactly. Till it's not. But I hope, anything you only get one of, then you have to be careful not to wreck it. That I've always been like, that's why you have 10 fingers, because, you can kind of do whatever you're gonna do, and if you happen to lose one or two or even three, yeah, you can.
For half
The end
one.
of a pinky, like they should just make those so they snap off like the tail of the little lizards. You know,
Lizards, yeah,
if you get it, it just comes off. That's what the end of a pinky should be. There's no purpose for that thing at all.
not really.
Yeah. So, but your brain and your
Your
heart,
heart.
and yeah, a couple other things I can think of that you don't want to have anything happen to, because there's only one. Everything
Exactly.
with two, you can be a
Yeah,
little more
another
reckless.
one.
Let safety slip a little bit. Like you got a replacement already ready. So, but I wish her the best. Kalina,
Yes.
I hope that it's nothing and you just get on some meds, and there's so many things that can be wrong. That just go away, and the amount of stress that they're under all the time. Stress is
Yeah.
devastating. So, there's a lot of stress going on when your boy has DMD. So, take care of you, and then you can take care of your boy. So good luck with that.
Exactly. Exactly. Tunes, he's waiting on more blood work. He's kind of been going through the ringer with that. They haven't heard, but Saturday went to the trampoline park and spent time with Nana. So he had a pretty good week and weekend. They went swimming. Mr. Gavin, he found out that the sidecar's done, so he's already made big plans for Iceman for next week. So I'm sure we'll get
Yeah,
to
he
hear
was.
what's coming.
I was excited to hear that too. So he just sent me a message today that the sidecar was done. So that was pretty good. I was happy to hear that. So
So I'm
people
sure
didn't know we had to get some gaskets rebuilt, and
Yep.
just dry rotted. So just normal biker stuff.
Yep. So I'm sure we'll get to see some stuff coming in the near future for that.
Yep, I'll be excited.
This weekend he gets to hang with Uncle Jason because Mom and Dad are going to Vegas to a birthday party. That sounds like a lot of fun.
That sounds like a terrible Monday.
Yeah.
Birthday
Oh,
party in Vegas, never.
Well,
Like, Saturday night's done. Sunday is not enough time to recover, and Monday back with the kids is just god awful. Those are the
Oh.
days you just think about bringing them to the orphanage and calling it a day so you can get some sleep.
Tuesday he gets his new right brace. And what else has he got going on? School's starting pretty soon. 30th is surgery, so that's coming up very soon. They made an announcement. Stay tuned because he has another big surprise adventure in the works. Nothing slows him down, so stay tuned.
Nothing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be really good.
Yeah, exactly. Brody next month sees the hip doctor because he had that fracture or whatever, so he gets to see the hip doctor. He's not super thrilled about this, as it just adds another doctor to his whole long list of doctors. So now he's his mental health has been getting the best of him a little bit, but Mom said they are navigating through that. And what's helping is he's thinking about October, and he's getting pretty excited for October. So am I, Brody. I think
Yeah, so am I.
excited.
I'm getting excited. If anybody else is getting excited, go on the website, get your tickets
I know.
to the Fancy Five. The only reason we're doing that is eventually I'm going to push it where you have to do it, because we're just trying to get an idea.
Yeah.
Well, excuse me. Because it just, the food and the entertainment and everything else, we're just trying to figure it all out. That's why I like to see the numbers more than anything. The website, how it works out, you have to buy tickets. They're like $50 or something like that on our website, if I remember right. And that money is not even going to fund the Fancy Five. That money that goes into our PayPal, which goes to Elfie to get him to treatments and helps him with that thing. So that money just got sent to Elfie not that long ago. So
Nice.
that's that. But anyhow, get signed up for the Fancy Five and hope people can make it. Given the way the bike there is going to be awesome. Like, that is going to be worth the price of admission for sure. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope as many of the boys can get there as we can. It's a little bit tough with some school issues and things like that. But this year we had to do it late in the year because of the venues and things like that. So I don't know. It worked out. We'll make it work. So that'll be good. I'm looking forward to it though.
Me too.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, and we're gonna have a little rally to it, so that'll be good. And it's gonna be a way laid back, just for fun rally, and just a bunch of fun stuff to get a picture of on your way to the party. So that'll be coming out soon.
Nice.
It's kind of far away for me. Like, do you mean
Yeah.
far away as in time wise or distance wise?
Yeah.
So because neither one of them are that bad. So
Neither one. No,
it's far away, like time wise. It's crazy how it's October. It seems so far away, but it's gonna be here before we know it.
it will be.
You know,
July
and
will just fly and
yeah, July,
go
then
on.
the whole Hokahay like is gonna just blast. August is gonna be gone, and
Yep.
then September gets here, and it's cooling off. It's super nice, so it's good.
Mhm.
Awesome. All right, you got
Um,
anything else?
Yeah, Turbo had a lot of appointments last week. They all went well. And stay tuned for Turbo time tomorrow.
Awesome. And Brody, we've been talking to them about the van. So the
Yeah.
way fundraising's going, we'll be getting that van at some point here, but nothing has gotten yet. So like between SUV and a minivan, I like the idea of SUV, but then I'm looking at it and the places around them in Kansas all sell vans. So it's like, I don't know. I'm thinking long term, like if you have a problem,
Oh, yeah.
and something goes wrong with it, like does just anybody fix them? Like those conversions have so much to
Yeah.
convert, and then they had I don't know. I'm learning a lot about it, so it's all good. All good, but we'll have that figured out shortly. And then by September we'll have that dialed in for sure. Just trying to get as much done as I can before this craziness starts of the Hokahay. So that'll be great, because doing a show twice a day is going to be a little time consuming. So thank God Misty stepped up and decided that she'll do the vast majority of the work, because it is news after all.
Yeah.
Too funny. That's all I got. You got anything else?
I just wanted to bring up that it's Honor Week this week. So if you rode yesterday,
I did. I nailed it.
keep
I
it
nailed
up.
it. Yesterday, I rode my bike. Today, I rode my bike. I rode it to church, and not because I was thinking of Honor Week. I think it was just God speaking to me about Honor Week, sending me to church. I walked outside, and my truck was parked, hooked to a trailer, and my motorcycle was parked, ready to go. So, in my shorts, sneakers, I grabbed a full face helmet and went to the church, looking like the Gomer that I gave crap to for 35 years. Anybody that would get on a motorcycle like that. So anybody that saw me today is like, look at that Gomer on a brand new Street Glide. I bet it's his first day riding. So don't be so judgy, people. Sometimes people just ride in shorts, and I don't really have an excuse. I wasn't going to put pants on. So that's that. Anyhow, that's all I got. Anything else?
I think that's all I got.
Dylan, are we good? Awesome. And during Sturgis, I'm staying in the same campground as Misty and Dylan. So that's going to be all kinds of fun, because I get up super early. Knock, knock, knock. Misty, you up yet? Misty, are you up yet?
4214.
Oh, that's too funny. All right. You guys all take care, and we'll catch up with you next Monday. Am I going to be home next Monday? Yes. Another time from the office. Go right, go. Then I'll be hitting the road after that. Peace.
Have a good week.